Core Programming with NC5 Plus Basic Sequence. From the main menu, you navigate via Info to the functional group mold sequence. We are now in the basic sequence. You can change the sequence type in the menu bar Setup Machine. We change nothing, remain in the basic sequence, and close the window. For the programming of cores, we choose the sequence selection first. With a click on Mold Close Sequences, a select list with basic functions for core programming appears. 5 basic sequences are optionally available for one or all cores to move in parallel or successively. We select Core 1 in at Mold Open. With a double click, you confirm the selection. To finish the programming without fault, you have also to move out Core 1 in the Mold Open sequences. We choose the sequence Core 1 out at Mold Open. You click on the Accept Sequence button. For programming further cores individually, we switch to the menu Core Functions on the left of the mold process graph. We click on Core Functions and see a select list of the different cores. The green arrows inside the symbols show the moving direction of the selected core. When you click on the symbols, you get a corresponding explanation on the lower screen. We select Core in 2 and insert the symbol into the mold sequence by drag and drop. You will get the error message, Program Sequence Incorrect, on the lower screen. This hint shows that the core needs to be programmed for the mold opening as well. Insert the symbol Core Out 2 into the mold sequence. It is important to note that in our example, all functions are done successively. Hereby, the distance between the symbols doesn't play a role. It doesn't represent the delay inside the sequence. The line in which a symbol is inserted is irrelevant. If you, however, insert 2 functions below each other into the same column, these will be started parallel to each other. In our example, Core 1 and Core 2 need to achieve the status Moved in order that the next process step can start. Here it is, Close Mold until locked. If you would like to remove a function, you have to drag the corresponding symbol into the trash in the lower left corner. Alternatively, you can reset the complete sequence by clicking on Sequence Selection, Reset Mold Sequence, and the Accept Sequence button. A practical example. You get the following functional sequence for a mold. In the sequence Close Mold, Core 1 moves inside when the mold is open. Core 2 moves parallel to mold closing. Core 3 moves when plates are touching. Now to the mold opening. Core 3 moves out when the mold is locked. Core 2 starts at a mold intermediate position, and Core 1 when the mold is open. When you start the programming of Core 1, click on Sequence Selection and a window will appear. In the drop-down menu, Mold Close Sequences, you select Core 1 in at Mold Open. The moving out of Core 1 can be programmed at once by clicking on Mold Open Sequences and choosing Core 1 out at Mold Open in the drop-down menu. Confirm your selection with Accept Sequence. In this menu, you are only able to set one basic sequence. As you want to program further cores, you have to switch to the menu bar on the left of the mold sequence. You continue with programming Core 2. Core 2 parallel to mold close. The final core position will be checked at a check position at 100 millimeters. Click on the mold functions and choose the symbol Mold Close to check position. Drag the symbol to the close mold sequence. The check position should be 100 millimeters. Check position 100 millimeters. You click on the symbol and a button will appear in the lower menu bar. After clicking this button, a window will pop up. Here you can enter the required 100 millimeters and close the window afterwards. The starting position for Core 2 should be at 350 millimeters. Switch to Wait For in the menu bar. Select Wait for Set Position Mold Close. Drag the symbol in the line under the check position. You enter the start position as described. Core 2 in parallel to mold close. Switch to the core functions. Select Core in 2 and program by dragging the symbol behind the Wait For symbol. You get an error message from the program. Now, program Core 2 in the Mold Open process step. Open mold to intermediate position. Switch to mold functions for this. Click on Open Mold to set position and drag the symbol to the right of Open Mold until opened. You set the position as already known. Core 2 out at intermediate position. Switch to the core functions and select Core Out 2. Place the symbol after Open Mold to set position. And finally, the programming of Core 3. Core 3 in at Touching Plates. In the menu Mold Functions, you choose Close Mold to Touching Plates and insert the symbol after the check position. Then you click on Core in 3 and insert the symbol. The error message appears and remains until the programming of Core 3 is finished correctly. Core 3 out at mold closed. Click on Core Functions, Core Out 3, and drag the symbol to the right in front of Open Mold. The error message disappears. Your entry was correct. With the basic mold sequence, you are able to carry out core programming fast and easy. The plausibility check cares for process safety.